Is that real? This wombat's cheeks are made of steel. Alright, are you guys ready to react to some... What, is this guy named Parz? Oh gosh. I don't know what to expect.
Australia has a lot of spiders, but recently we found a new one, because of course we fucking did. And the new one is the most certified Australian moment I've ever seen.
I'm
For
scared.
a bit of context, one of the several thousand spider species we are home to is the Sydney funnel web. The deadliest spider on the planet, because of course it's down here. Where
Okay, I feel like when it comes to Australia and spiders, I feel like the number one reason why I don't want to go to Australia is because of the spiders. There's literally spiders hanging from trees, and they're huge.
the fuck else did you think you were going to find it? These scary looking fuckers are highly venomous and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes.
Oh,
and if
gosh.
you think wearing thick clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather. Now, why do I bring these little nightmares up? What is the one thing worse than a spider rocking armor-piercing rounds that can send you to heaven with same-day delivery? A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup. That's right, Australian scientists have found a brand new species of this funnel web that is even bigger. How much bigger? Well, the standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5 centimetres or 2 inches. And I mean, if you're asking me, 2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches is actually fucking huge. By comparison,
Oh gosh.
this is the new one. It's twice the fucking size.
Wait, how are they finding these new spiders? Are like spiders just evolving in Australia? Do they just wake up one day and they're like, alright, let's evolve, let's get bigger? Like,
4 inches of 8-legged menace to the animal kingdom.
Oh,
That
I
isn't
would
even the best
scream.
part.
I would
See,
die.
Do you know what they named this thing? Do you know what professional scientists named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire fucking planet?
big boy?
The Newcastle Big Boy.
I knew it! I was like, big boy!
Deadliest spider on the entire fucking globe. Big Boy.
A
Only
big
in
boy.
Australia. Australia has a lot of spiders.
He's a big boy. Oh my gosh. This is why I feel like if I ever went to Australia, I would just like die, because if there was a spider inside the hotel or place I was staying in, I would be so scared. I would just be like, okay, this house is yours. Goodbye. This is
The
yours.
scariest spider is hiding a deep secret.
Oh.
But what is it? Well, introducing the huntsman, native.
My God! Don't tell me that's real. Is that real? That looks like a toy. That looks like one of those toys that you see at the Halloween store that jumps at you, like you put it in the wall, and then when people walk by it, it jumps at you. That is not real. That can't be real. Oh my gosh.
Land down under, and the #1 cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera.
Oh gosh! Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm never going here. If a spider jumps at me like that, I don't know what I would do. I think I would just faint.
And look, in
It is real! Oh my gosh, that spider was huge. I think that's the biggest spider in the world, no?
defense of said tourists, I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's.
He looks scarier than a job application. True.
Now, as if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30.
That's not real. That's not real. That cannot be real. Is that real? Chat, is that real? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I would faint. If I was walking in Australia and I saw that spider, I would faint. Someone please save me when I faint, okay? Because I don't want the spider to crawl on my faint body.
Centimeters in size,
Oh,
making it the largest spider on the planet by leg span, and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have.
One of my friends has a huntsman as a pet. Is your friend okay? That's crazy. So you just go to Subway and they just market the huntsman as a foot long? That's funny.
Common decency to be slow, you know, tank build. Unfortunately, the huntsman is f***ing turbocharged.
Oh
Now,
gosh.
it's usually at this point in the
Oh,
video that I would
gosh.
inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia.
Okay,
However,
okay. So you're telling me the spider is big, The spider is fast. And the spider is poisonous. It's venomous. Oh, hell no. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. I think this thing is way too big.
That's his big secret. The huntsman is a big sweetheart. You see, despite looking like an SCP,
Wait. So are you saying that even though this spider looks like the dangerous, deadliest creature in the world, it's actually a sweetheart? It actually, deep down, it has a heart?
Are
we saved?
And on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes, because he's eaten them.
Wait, he's an ubu spider? Aww. The classic case of friend or foe. Okay, all my thoughts I had about huntsman spiders, I'm throwing it down the drain, because if he's actually a sweetheart, then my perspective of the huntsman spider has changed. But I say this now, but when I go to Australia, I'm going to see a huntsman spider and I'm going to faint.
You see, he understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control. I personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you they're pretty good company.
Oh,
Except
gosh.
for the part where they cause car crashes. Yeah, you see, huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks, and they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but
oh, gosh.
when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because somebody's trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep in there and you've just dropped one into your lap.
I was gonna say, if I was driving and I open the sun visor, and a huntsman spider falls in my lap, I might crash. I am 100% sure that I'm gonna swerve the steering wheel so hard and I'm gonna crash. I believe it.
Now, whatever you do, don't panic or you're gonna crash the...
Too late! I'm crashing the car!
Australia's scariest spider.
Too late!
This bird has to rearrange its organs and skeleton just to lay an egg.
This cute little...
I know this bird. It's the kiwi bird. It's so different and it's so cute. He's just a baby boy though. True, he's an ulu spider. Maybe there'll be a time where if a huntsman spider is on my lap, maybe I'll just chill with him.
Guys, the kiwi bird, a species of ratite native to New Zealand this time, and the absolute poster child for getting cucked by evolution.
You see, this hawk and featherball is actually directly related to the emu, ostrich, and cassowary, being a member of the same family of flightless birds. However, there is a problem. You see, the rest of the kiwi's bloodline actually looked up a build guide before picking their stat spread. That's made sure to trade the whole flying thing for something useful.
With all of his cousins specking into speed, size, and some kind of offensive capability.
Yeah?
So that leaves the question, what did the kiwi pick to make up for not flying?
Bro, this kiwi looks like a dinosaur. Look at it. Look at its legs. It looks like a dinosaur, like, you know those like pterodactyls? Like, it looks like a pterodactyl, like a dinosaur leg. Oh my gosh. That is cool.
Absolutely nothing.
Huh?
Kiwis are tiny in comparison to their relatives, coming in at only 4 kilos in weight and 50 centimeters tall. This is because kiwis evolved largely on an island with no natural predators, so they downsized and traded out the knife feet and bloodlust for just being a little guy with a good attitude, which honestly worked pretty well for them until the British did British things, and now they have to deal with cats and dogs trying to eat them. And considering this build was not designed for PvP, they have been clapped so hard by invasive species that they are now unfortunately an endangered animal. But getting shafted by the British is just the beginning of the generational violation of...
We need to save the kiwis! Also, I've never seen a kiwi egg before, so I have no idea how it looks like.
The kiwi, because these poor feathered fruits can't even reproduce without getting f***ed over. You see, the kiwi bird's cousins are famous for laying huge eggs.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
talking hit your protein macros in one meal size. And you would think that is because they are large. And you would be wrong, because their vertically challenged cousins have to lay eggs the same size.
A kiwi bird.
What? What? You're telling me that big egg comes out of that small kiwi bird? What?
Same size.
A kiwi bird lays eggs 20% the size of their body. With the egg being so bloody large, it rearranges their internal organs and stretches their rib cage.
What the hell? Why is it so big? What? Who designed this thing?
Just to be able to hold the thing. For reference, that is like a human giving birth to a 15-kilo child. That's not a bun in the oven anymore. That's a whole f***ing bakery.
That is crazy.
This bird has to rearrange its...
That
this
is
wasp
crazy.
is basically a xenomorph. Introducing the tarantula hawk wasp.
Oh gosh, not the tarantula hawk wasp. Oh my gosh, I do not like wasps. I don't know what this wasp purpose is in the world, but I do not want to get stung by one.
Possibly one of the most nightmare-inducing insects on the planet. And the reason it's such a threat to your mental health is because its hunting and reproduction strategy is ripped straight from Ellen Ripley's autobiography. But before we get to the strats, you're gonna have to learn a little bit about it first. Native to Australia, because of course it fucking is, this fucking is the...
Australia's where all the crazy bugs are. If you live in Australia, all I'm gonna say is you are built different.
the largest wasp on the planet, coming in at a massive 2.5 inches.
What the You're right! You're totally right! I can't believe Coyote Pearson stung himself with this guy. I remember watching that video. That is
I mean, boys,
crazy.
we would all agree, well above average, right? Huge. And this is probably the most effective 2 inches has ever been because it has the second most painful sting of any insect on the planet. Coming in
Oh my
just
gosh.
barely.
Oh my god, it's Coyote Peterson! We were just talking about this too. Okay, if this is the second most dangerous sting, what is the first most dangerous sting? I'm curious
behind the
now.
bullet ant. Pack and a half-inch stinger with a potent venom that has been described as blinding, debilitating, I can't move my arm, and electric. Now, the size and poison aren't just for nothing, because as the name tarantula hawk wasp suggests, they are purpose-built, genetically perfect killing machines designed specifically to violate spiders, making Australia basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for them.
Okay, so if they're made to kill spiders, then that's okay. But do these wasps like come up to you and sting you like whenever they feel like it? Because if they just leave you alone and they kill spiders, then that's okay. I like
They
that.
don't just execute the spiders. No, that'd be too normal. Hawk wasps use spiders to reproduce in one of the most horrific ways possible. And that all starts with a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula. As the tough bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley, the hawk wasp, noticing the 8 sets of TNs on his feet, proceeds to fucking jump him. Flying down from above to land a sting into the spider's abdomen, instantly and permanently paralyzing it. The Bug Harbour Butcher then proceeds to drag the still completely conscious and aware spider into an isolated kill room.
Oh my gosh.
Which is where the fucked up part really begins. Because our wasp isn't hungry, it's pregnant, and proceeds to lay its egg on the paralyzed spider's abdomen. After about 3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae. A very, very hungry larvae.
Oh my
With
god!
a whole bunch of
What
fresh
the
food
freak?
right here underneath them. That food being the still paralyzed, still very conscious and aware spider. The larvae burrows into the spider's abdomen and gets to work converting it into a KFC family bucket, consuming it from the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh. After it's done consuming a living being,
Oh my
the
gosh.
larvae
You know what? If I was a tarantula and I saw a wasp, one of those wasps coming to lay their eggs inside of me, I'd be like, oh my god, this is over. Like, that has to be one of the worst ways to die. Like, I'd rather have somebody step on me. I'd rather have a human step on me than go through this.
breaks forth from the demolish
demolished corpse like a fucking chestburster and fucks off to continue the generational arachnid violation. Anywho, good luck getting any sleep tonight.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. That is absolute crazy. So you're telling me the babies rupture out of the spiders? Oh my god, that's crazy to me.
This seal is such a menace that he routinely gets the cops called on him.
Oh.
Introducing our protagonist, Neil the Seal, a 600-kilo absolute unit of a southern elephant seal from my home state of
Okay,
Tasmania.
I like how we went from like spiders and wasps, and now we're just at Neil the Seal. This guy is cute.
In the land down under, who is known for, above all else, being an absolute fucking menace to polite society. But despite his crimes, we all still truly love him. But what are his crimes? Well, see, he seems to just fucking hate traffic cones and road safety in general. Has regularly been caught trespassing, and then once he has been caught trespassing, belligerently screaming at locals.
This is cute. Like, he knows when he gets caught, and when he gets caught, instead of running away, he just opens his mouth and just screams at you. He's just like, leave me alone.
Because they won't give him his fucking fish, and has been known to just block roads by plopping his fat ass down directly in the middle of them.
He knows what he's doing. I feel like this seal knows exactly what he's doing. He's like, you know what? What's the best way for me to get attention? All right, let's lay on the middle of the road. Let's lay smack in the middle of the road. That's the best way for people to notice me.
However, hands down, the funniest shit he has ever done was just straight stopping this random lady from going to work. I shit you not. This motherfucker crawled out of the ocean, up the beach, crossed the road, absolutely fucking bodied this woman's poor letterbox, and then proceeded to plant himself directly in front of her fucking car.
No, I feel like Neil has, I think Neil is a car guy. Like, you know, the same way, guys are fascinated with cars? I think Neil's past life, he was a car guy, and that's why he just loves being in front of cars. But imagine you're going to work, and you call your job, and you're like, hey guys, I can't go to work today. And they're like, oh, why is that? Because there's a seal blocking my car. Yay, I don't gotta go to work today, guys!
She was then unable to go to work because this half-ton beefcake was camping her driveway for so damn long. Local news had time to drive out to her house and cover the fucking story.
Cute!
Now, this is a lot of menace for a single seal to cause, but the funniest part of this is, old mate isn't even fully grown. He's like 5 years old.
Huh?
If you think he can fuck things up now, wait until he's nearly 2 solid-ass tons of blood.
Wait a second, you're telling me he's only a baby? Oh, that neighborhood is in for a treat. Oh my gosh. Mans was spawn camping. He was spawn camping her car.
And takes issue with the wall of your house. I do not think that seal damage is covered on my fucking insurance plan, dude. This seal is such a menace that if touching this plant will put you in the hospital.
I'm dying.
This is the gympie-gympie plant, a piece of foliage native to the land down under. And surprising
Wait a second. So you're telling me that you don't even gotta worry about just the animals in Australia? You gotta worry about the plants too? What?
Not only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet. Because yeah, no, of course, man, even the fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. In the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs that upon closer inspection aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles waiting to stab you and break off inside your skin.
Oh, that is painful. That is actually really painful.
And if you so much as brush them. Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding, neurotoxin and cause absolutely excruciating pain. I mean, like comedic levels of pain. With one person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth and she'd given birth 4 times. And the
my
part
gosh.
is, the neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game.
Oh my gosh, I'm I'm looking at my hands right now, and it feels like I feel like the sensation of tiny little pricks in my skin. That's how scary this plant is to me. What the heck? Venomous, poisonous, or wants to fight you? True. You're so true. It's either venomous, poisonous, or it wants to fight you down here in Australia.
Mind you, there are reports of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being...
Stop. Is that Coyote Peterson? Did he get... Is that Coyote Peterson? Is he trying to get stung by this plant? Oh my gosh, we need to watch Coyote Peterson videos because I totally forgot this guy just stings himself with everything in this world.
Being put in the ground. This is because Groot's little hellspawn cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years after being stung. This is because those thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them.
Oh no!
These neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit inside your skin for literal years, releasing more neurotoxin any time that they're moved or disturbed.
No.
This constant, chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop. This particular incident came from a man who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper.
Stop! No. I was like, wait a second. A man accidentally using this plant. And in my head, I was like, there's only one thing that people use leaves when they take a shit in the forest. There's only one thing they use it for. To light their boom! Oh my god, rest in peace.
I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts. Touching this plant will put you in the hot.
That is
Wombats
crazy.
defend themselves by throwing it back.
Wombats!
But to understand how the fuck they actually do it,
They're so cute. They look like a koala, but they're not a koala. It's like a mix of a koala and a bear.
you're going to need to learn a little bit about them first. You see, Australia is home to 3 species of these bad boys, all of them equally adorable, and very importantly, all being burrowers, meaning they dig out a nice little hole for themselves and the family to live in, because, like the rest of us, they can't afford a fucking house in this economy, man. They go to around 1.3 meters in length, but despite being small, they are built like fucking tanks. What?
No way. Why is everything so big in Australia? What? There has to be like some sort of chemical in the air or something. Why is that? What?
Weighing in at a chunky ass 35 kilos, but despite their weight, I shit you not,
That is a
they
bear.
have a top speed of 40k an hour.
Okay, what I learned today is that big animals and big insects in Australia are fast! They're fast! Oh my gosh!
Now, the fact that they can nearly get booked in a school zone, coupled with them being a tank-class marsupial, forms the start of their defense strategy. So you see, a fun fact about wombat anatomy is they spec all their defense points into their ass. Rather than having fat and muscle, a wombat's cheeks are made out of 4 thick plates of fused cartilage.
Wait, so you're telling me they beat up people with their cheeks? They beat up their enemies with their butt cheeks? They're perfect! Oh my gosh, chat, we need to get one. They don't get the speed debuff. Yeah, no, all the tanks, all the big animals in Australia don't get the speed debuff. If anything, they have the speed buff.
Making it extremely solid. And this Kevlar BBL allows for the fucking funniest defense mechanism I have ever seen on an animal. Basically, if a predator tracks down Mr. Wombat to his burrow, it'll stick its head in and start trying to dig him out. In response, the Wombat will line his ass up with the tunnel door, chuck the gear shifter into reverse, and fucking floor it backwards up the tunnel into his aggressor, slamming his ass into its head. The impact then squashes the predator between his steel cheeks and the roof of the burrow, straight up crushing its skull.
What? This wombat's cheeks are made of steel. I think this is the first animal that, like, breaks somebody's skull. Wombat, the booty warrior. True. He really is the booty warrior.
Like a Mortal Kombat fatality. I cannot make this shit up.
That is crazy. I learned so much about wombats in this single video. That is absolutely
This spider
crazy.
can remove your limbs.
What?
But how? Introducing the brown recluse, native to the
Oh gosh, I heard about the brown recluse spider. I heard that it's very dangerous.
United States of America, and a prime example of don't judge a book by its cover. Because despite only coming in at a huge 2 centimeters in length and rocking the spider equivalent of default character customization, this
Funny.
little is a level 500 rot build that gives Melania a run for her money.
Wow.
You see, a bite from a recluse starts in the most American way possible, with you accidentally stepping foot onto his private property, causing him to exercise his Second Amendment rights.
Oh no, I hate it. I hate it so much when you accidentally step near a spider's territory and they're like, you gonna die. And you're just like, no, it was an accident, please. It was an accident, please.
But considering a spider can't really hold a gun, he's gonna settle on biting your ass.
Oh no.
Now, that initial bite's pretty painless. You smack him away, all's well. There is just one small problem.
Oh no.
Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of necrotic venom coursing through your veins, which at first does nothing. You walk back to your house, the bite starts to sting a little more. You feel sick.
Oh
The
no.
wound swells, and the blood vessels around the bite burst, turning it a deep red. Over the next few days, that colour shifts from red to purple
Purple
to
guy!
black, as the venom literally destroys and kills the surrounding tissue in a process called necrosis.
Oh
This
my
causes
gosh.
the skin to literally rot and fall off of your body. And if you don't catch it in time, that rot's gonna spread. If you're lucky, it'll only make you violently ill and leave permanent scarring. If you're unlucky, it just keeps spreading and venom starts to destroy your blood cells and shut your organs down. Now,
Oh
there's
my
kind of only
gosh.
one solution to that, but you weren't using that arm anyway, right?
What the frick? That is crazy. I think that spider is more deadly than a black widow. Oh my gosh. Some spiders are death, scarlet, rot. Oh my gosh. That is just crazy. You get bit by the spider and you're like, this is nothing. And then 12 hours later, you're just like, ah! Gosh, that is scary.
This spider can This isn't a spider. It's
Oh?
a snake. Introducing the Iranian
What?
spider-tailed horn viper.
Wait a second,
As the
what
this
was that?
Isn't a spider. It's a snake. Introducing the
Huh?
Iranian spider-tailed horn viper.
Wait a second. Did that spider have a decoy? Not spider. Did that snake have a decoy? Whoa, that was really cool. I saw the bird thinking that whatever that was an insect, but it was actually part of the snake. It was a decoy. That's so cool.
As the name suggests, native to Iran, and you are all probably wondering why the f this snake has decided to attach a cosplay of the average Australian resident to his tail. The answer is food. You see, every known snake species is a predator. Some eat Bambi, others eat Remy, and the spider tail, not unlike myself, absolutely fucking loves KFC. But birds famously tend to fly, and last I checked, nope, ropes don't have wings. So,
Wait a second. So, this might be the smartest snake in the world. How did this snake come up with this? What the heck?
how does this viper get his zinger box? The answer is again, food. You see, birds eat insects, and the spider tail knows this. So rather than trying to chase his prey down, this lazy fucker has evolved the evolutionary equivalent of DoorDash. You see, when
That
a
is
viper feels like a
crazy.
meal, it'll start the hunt by finding a nice rocky outcrop to curl up on like a couch.
Yeah, I just realized these snakes are so good to camouflage with rocks that it's impossible for the birds to even know what's coming. All these poor birds.
And due to the camouflage on his scales, this snake becomes practically invisible. Once he's not
nice and cozy, he begins
Snake!
to slowly wiggle his tail back and forth in front of his
Oh
face.
my gosh, that actually looks like an insect. When I first saw this clip in the beginning, I did not notice this snake at all.
Perfectly mimicking the motion of an insect. Think of this as
Whoa.
him placing his Uber Eats order. Meanwhile, up in the air, our undercooked chicken tender is flying around when, holy shit, a free meal! What a delectable bug! Just
Oh,
sitting
yummy!
there on that rock. And
What a tasty bug for me to eat! Hopefully there's not a snake hiding and trying to kill me after I eat this delicious meal. Surely not!
so, Tweety Birdie swoops down to grab himself an insect Happy Meal. And just as he's about to reach his meal,
Uh-oh.
this isn't a spider. A gorilla
Rest in
can't
peace.
beat 100 men in a fight. He gets jumped. But that begs the question, which animal does win? And
elephant?
The answer, stepping into the ring at 5 meters long and
A hippo?
genuinely frightening 4,500 kilos, I present to you the Hippopotamus.
Cute! Mooting! Wait, so you're telling me, yeah, a gorilla can't beat 100 men, but a hippo can? Hippo versus 100 men.
Yeah, look, a hippo causing a 100-long line at the gates of heaven after a fight is honestly pretty plausible. You see, despite the fantastic PR work
Cute.
Moodang has done for the hippopotamus
Mooting!
community, doesn't change the fact that Moto here is a sentient Ford F-150, the temperament of a f***ing
Oh
serial
my
killer who
gosh.
can win this fight for one very specific reason. You can't f***ing hurt it.
Huh?
You say the hippopotamus is possibly the tankiest land animal on the f***ing planet,
What?
packing an unbelievably thick 2-inch hide. Now look, we all know 2 inches is a lot, especially in the sheets, but in the streets of the African savannah, this makes them practically
Invincible.
Don't believe me? Here is a hippopotamus walking away from 10 lions trying to convert it into a family meal.
Huh?
Notice how the hippopotamus does not give a single fuck. If
No, this hippo's like, he's like another day living in the savannah, just another casual day. Like he was just taking a casual stroll. He did not care. Wait, that's so crazy. Like you usually see hippos as like this cute, animal, but they're actually dangerous. They're a menace.
Foster and his extended family can't hurt it, neither can you. However, don't let the fact that it's walking away fool you here. The hippopotamus is not a peaceful animal.
Oh!
They are, in fact, violent, psychopathic, 4.5-ton thundercats that can and will bite you in half.
The bite
A
of
hippo jaw
87.
produces 2,000 psi of pure crushing force. So if he catches your ass,
Oh
you
gosh!
are the watermelon. And as if the hydraulic press wasn't bad enough, don't forget they've got 2 20-inch fangs in that mouth
That
that'll
is
put
crazy.
a hole in you big enough to stick your f***ing arm through. But honestly, the bite doesn't even f***ing matter. It weighs 4.5 tons and can run at 30k an hour.
What's up with big animals being able to run so fast? He's so cute though, but he's actually so dangerous, Why is always like the most friendly shaped animals the most dangerous looking?
Getting hit by a charging hippo is like getting hit by a f***ing bus.
Oh!
There is no way
Oh!
you're winning a fight against something that could probably take out 10 people just by rolling over.
Yeah, I feel like when it's 100 men versus hippo, like I feel like the hippo's gonna just charge through all the men and just like plow through them. Like the hippo is so strong.
This is Australia's most common snake, and that's quite a problem, because it's also one of the world's deadliest. Introducing the eastern brown snake, native to quite literally every state in the land down under. And unluckily for us, this asshole has earned himself a silver medal in the Note Rope Olympics venom category.
Is he friend
coming
or
in
foe?
second place for the most venomous snake in the world.
Oh my gosh, I asked if he's friend or foe and they
first place are unsurprisingly also both held by Australian snakes.
Australia. Poor Australia.
Because God hates us. However, unlike first and third, the toxic middle child here is a far larger problem. Because putting it lightly, he's a cunt.
Oh.
The eastern
He
brown
is not
one
friend.
of the most territorial species of snake.
Look, he's like sizing up. He's squaring up. Like every time you're like walk close to the snake, he squares up. He's like, yeah, you ready? Let's go. Let's go.
Snakes in the world, which is a scientific way of saying they operate on the US home defense philosophy. If you dare put a pinky toe onto this guy's property, he will bite your ass, injecting you with a hemotoxin that can send you to heaven via blood clot in under 30 minutes if
Oh,
left
no.
untreated. But hey, stay off his
Oh,
property
no.
and he'll leave you alone. Right? Yeah, one problem. His property is your property.
Oh my gosh. So basically, if he comes into your house, he's like, nah, this is my house now. You gotta leave. You gotta fight me for your house now.
That's right, the eastern brown doesn't live out in the middle of nowhere like his slightly more deadly cousin. This fucker is so at home in the suburbs, he drives a f***ing Prius. You can find this burnt piece of spaghetti literally anywhere. Go to put your shoes on, he's turned them into a 2-bedroom home.
Oh my
Hop in the car
gosh.
to go to work. Yeah, unfortunately, that's his car now. Get to work on the job site. What do you know? He f***ing works here too. Try to take a shower after a long day at work. F*** off. He's moisturized.
Oh my, so this venomous snake is just casually everywhere in Australia. Yep, Australian people are built different. Yep.
You can't
Yep.
even take a shit in the comfort of your own home without running the risk of the dunny being occupied. In fact, these bastards are so omnipresent that out of the 200 species of snake in the country, this ginormous asshole makes up 60% of snake bites.
Oh
What
my
a-
gosh. And people survive these bites? Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would ever visit Australia, but if I do, I'm gonna be on alert 24/7. He's just your friend trying to own your stuff. True, maybe he's friendly. Maybe he's so used to all the seeing people in Australia that he's nice to them. They're like, let's form a truce. Maybe, I'm not sure. All right. Well, that was
Australia
like
has
a
a-
lot of fun to react to. Do, do, do,